Welcome to Fun with Flex, Project Deep Dive Edition. Today we're going to talk more on the upcoming project Penrith, and this project is at Queenstown. So Penrith is actually a joint venture between Hon Leong and Guocoland developers. So let's look at some of the developers' perspective of the project and the views that you're going to get. Here's some key details of Penrith. So as mentioned, the location is in Queenstown Estate itself, and this is actually walking distance to the MRT station under 4 minutes. This is a 99 leasehold project and expected to TUP in Q2 or Q3 of 2029. Total number of units is 462 units, split into 2 blocks of 40 stories. And the unit mix that this development gives are the 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, and 4-bedroom types. So where exactly is Penrith location in Queenstown Estate itself? So it is actually close walking distance to the MRT station under 4 minutes, and some of the unit stacks actually give you unblocked views. Penrith is also directly connected to the Alexandra Park connector, and this PCN actually brings you all the way to Singapore River or the Marina Bay area. So Queenstown is actually the HDB estate that has and houses many of the $1 million homes. A 5-room flat even transacted more than $1.7 million. So surrounding Penrith itself, you're going to be provided with endless amenities just in the HDB estate itself, as well as further out. So next, let's talk about the connectivity of Penrith. So the Alexandra Park connector brings you to Singapore River or Marina Bay area, and this is perfect for those who like to go for long distance runs or are very active in your cycling. So the true advantage of Queenstown MRT is because you are just 4 to 5 stops away from Tanjong Pagar or Raffles Place area, which is the CBD. Going the opposite direction, you are just 2 stops away from Buona Vista, which is the Circle Line interchange. And this Circle Line interchange brings you to Holland Village or even the One North Business District. So what this also means is that you will have a very strong tenant demand in Penrith project itself. So next, let's look at some of the recent launch prices of other projects that have already happened. So circled over here are the 3 OCR projects that launched in the recent months. So Alta, Jayden, and Chuan Park. So these 3 projects are in the OCR, and look at the prices, they are even crossing the $2,800 mark. So Penrith being an RCR project and harmonize itself, if the price can match or even be lower than what these OCR prices are already selling at, wouldn't that really mean that it's very attractive? So as a comparison for harmonized projects would be the Ori or Nava Grove in recent months as well, and these 2 are RCR projects, and the Ori at Toa Payoh itself has crossed the 3,000 PSF mark also. Let's take a deeper look into Penrith project itself in the unit mix distribution chart. So Penrith has the 2, 3, and 4-bedroom unit types, and the 2 and 4-bedroom types come in 2 different configurations, while the 3-bedroom has 4 different configurations. So looking at this, you might be wondering why some of the units have 39 or 38 counts of it only. This is because the first residential unit starts on the 2nd floor, and this 2nd floor unit is actually about 15 meters above road level already. And for the both blocks, there is actually a rooftop barbecue pavilion as well. So some of the unit stacks don't actually have the 40th story. So another thing, that all these 3 different unit types, the 2, 3, and 4-bedroom, adds up to the total of 462 units in Penrith itself. So let's take a look at where all the different unit types are actually laid out in the Penrith project development itself. So starting with the smallest, the 2-bed 1-bath 614 square feet, total of 76 units are located in units stack number 4 and number 10. Next size up, the 2-bed 2-bath 678 square feet, total in 2 stacks also, 78 units in stack unit number 1 and number 7. Okay, next will be the 3-bed 2-bath, the compact type 786 square feet, total number 78 units in 2 different stacks as well, in stack number 6 and stack number 12. So the next bigger 3-bedroom will be the 3-bed 2-bath 850 square feet type, is only in 1 stack at stack number 8. One size bigger again, the 3-bed 3-bath with yard. This comes in the size of 936 square feet and is only available in 1 of the stack, which is stack number 2. Lastly, the biggest and most comfortable 3-bedroom type, which comes in the configuration of 3-bed 3-bath with the yard at 1066 square feet, also available in only 1 of the stack, which is stack number 9. So for the 4-bedroom type, The 4-bed 3-bath plus yard at 1173 square feet is available in two different stacks, stack number 5 and stack 11. And lastly, the biggest type with the best view as well, the 4-bed 4-bath plus the yard at 1281 square feet, available only in one of the stack, which is stack number 3. So let's take a look at the site plan of Penrith itself and where the units and blocks are facing. So the prime view of having the unblocked greenery view, landed view, and towards the Dempsey area are in stacks number 3, 4, and 5. So these are the 4-bedders as well as the 2-bed 1-bath. So this is actually north facing where Margaret Drive is, and it's going to give you an unblocked view once you clear a certain floor. On the other side, stacks number 7, 8, and 12, these are the south facing units, and this has no roads facing, and what you're looking at is actually the park connector. And going up to the very high floors, you might clear the HDBs as well. So looking at the entrance area coming home to Penrith from Margaret Drive, you actually turn in and then go to the right side where the guardhouse is, and the drop-off point is further and deeper into the project itself. And for the car park entrance is to go all the way in where it leads you to the basement area. So one thing to note for Penrith itself, residents turn right after turning into the development, but if you turn left, it actually brings you to the ECDC. So what is ECDC? It's actually the Early Childcare Development Centre, and this is located in the basement of Block 70. So one thing to note that the developers of Penrith itself, they take into very clear consideration of the comfort levels of the residents, where they hide away all the facilities and M&E features of the condo in the basement underneath the tennis court. So it will not bother any of the residents at all. So Penrith having 2 blocks, the distance between the blocks are actually almost about 60 meters, and the gym and clubhouse facilities are in between the blocks as well. So everything is very well spaced out and well planned out by the developers. So next, the side gates for Penrith project itself. So the one on the left, this side gate is actually bringing you to the park connector itself, and this is the side gate access you will use to get to the Queenstown MRT. So one thing to note, if you're coming home and it's a rainy day, this side gate actually leads you directly to the basement, and you have access to both the blocks. So where the front entrance is, you also have 2 side gates, and this brings you straight onto Margaret Drive. So now let's take a look at the floor plans of all the different unit types and the configuration itself. So again, starting with the smallest, the 2-bed 1-bath at 614 square feet. So one thing to note is for the 2-bed 1-bath, the kitchen is actually an open concept kitchenette, where your toilet also, it has a Jack and Jill entrance to allow both the bedrooms to have the access there. So next, the 2-bed 2-bath unit type. At 678 square feet, this is a comfortable space as the developers has planned it out to be a dumbbell layout. So the 2-bed 2-bath has actually a section of kitchen area itself, but do take note that the developers won't be providing the enclosable door for this. So this dumbbell layout is very popular for investors as well, because you have the potential to rent it out to 2 separate tenants with the attached bath in each of the bedrooms itself. So next, the 3-bed 2-bath. There are 2 different configurations and sizes, where the smaller compact one comes at 786 square feet and the bigger one at 850 square feet. So where are the differences? So for the 850 square feet, the entrance foyer area is slightly bigger. You have more comfortable space to plan out even more storage area if required. So the second difference is actually in the kitchen, where you have a bigger kitchen space on both sides. If you look at the 786 square feet, the kitchen has only one side, while the other side gives you the fridge space only. So the last difference in the 2 configuration is a bigger living dining area for the 850 square feet layout. So next, let's compare the 3-bed 3-bath configuration types, where you have the 936 square feet or the 1066 square feet type. So where are the differences? So the 1066 square feet actually comes with bigger kitchen space, where you have more storage area and bigger, longer countertops. And this is perfect for families who do a lot of daily cooking, and you do need the bigger kitchen area. So another difference is the living area have a slightly wider wall-to-wall distance, and the balcony is slightly bigger as well. So the last difference for the 1066 square feet type is a more comfortable master bedroom space, where you have a L-shaped walk-in wardrobe area itself. So lastly, let's compare the 4-bedroom unit types. So the 4-bed 3-bath come at the size of 1173 square feet, while the 4-bed 4-bath is at 1281 square feet. So what are the differences other than the additional bathroom? So the bigger unit type has a longer entrance foyer area, and the orientation of the unit is slightly different, where you have a wider wall-to-wall distance to plan out your living and dining area. And this gives you a very wide and spacious balcony area as well. So one thing to note for the 4-bed 4-bath 1281 square feet type, all the bedrooms actually come with attached toilet. So you can see on the floor plan, bedroom 2, bedroom 3 actually have the Jack and Jill entrance, and both have the access to the same toilet. While bedroom 4 is considered sort of a junior master, where you have also a dual entrance toilet for this bedroom. So the similarity for the both unit types for the 4-bedder is actually in the master bedroom, you have very comfortable space to plan out more storage space, and also developers give the walk-in L-shaped wardrobe itself. So next are my recommendation for which unit types to actually go for. So for the 2-bed 2-bath, a 678 square feet layout, dumbbell layout type is very comfortable, and my suggestion is to go for stack number 1, where you have a very nice pool view for this 2-bed 2-bath type. So recommendation for the 3-bedder type, if you are looking at the compact type, the 786 or 850 square feet, I would suggest to go for the 786 square feet type if you don't require much kitchen space, because there is really not much difference in the bedroom and living area between the two unit types. So for the 3-bed 2-bath 786 square feet, my recommendation would be in stack number 6 for the pool view as well. So if you and your family require a bigger space, then I would suggest to go for the 3-bed 3-bath plus yard at the 1066 square feet type in stack number 9. So stack number 9, if you are going to go for a mid-floor unit, you can actually clear the school level and have unblocked views towards the north side as well. So my last recommendation would be the 4-bedder type that comes in the size of 1173 square feet, and the suggested unit stack to go for will be stack number 5 towards the north facing, where the mid to higher floors give you unblocked views towards the Dempsey area and the landed housing. So some key pointers to note for Penrith project itself. So it being 2 blocks of 40 stories, there is the possibility of a huge price gap from the low floor units and the highest floor unit. So what this means also, there is different game plans for buyers who are looking to purchase for own stay or just purely for investing only. So one thing to note also for Penrith itself, the land plot size is not the biggest. However, the developers have really taken very deep consideration into planning this out to be the most efficient it can be, where the units start on the 2nd floor and facilities are all in between the 2 blocks that are very nicely spaced out at almost 60 meters. So the last thing to note also for Penrith, you are surrounded by all the $1 million HDB, Skyview at Dawson, just to cite one example. So it really depends on which unit stack you are going for and what floor that you are going to buy into that gets you the best views. So does Penrith suit your property needs? So let's take a look at our property needs framework. So firstly, we look at your needs and requirement. If you are looking for a project that has the accessibility to MRT station, Penrith is going to be perfect for you, as the walking distance is less than 4 minutes to Queenstown MRT. So Penrith itself also, if you are looking to have the convenience for all the surrounding amenities, this will be perfect, because not just the HDB, just further out of Queenstown area, you have many shopping mall options as well. So other amenities you're going to get while staying in Penrith are the wet market or hawker centres that are within walking distance also. So Penrith being a harmonized project, the unit layouts are very efficient, and there are the different bedroom types that suit your requirements. Last thing to note, because this is a brand new project, you have to ask yourself whether the timeline is suitable for you, where you can wait the 3 to 4 years for it to finish construction before moving in. So next, let's look at the entry time and price. So Penrith is estimated to be going to be launched at very attractive pricing, and this also means that you're going to get more value than the future upcoming OCR projects. Penrith itself is actually the last land parcel in Queenstown area with such accessibility, where you are walking distance to the MRT area. And good news for you if you are looking at the 4-bedroom types, because in Queenstown area, there is a low supply of 4-bedroom types. And this brings me to the next point for your exit strategy. So what are some potential exit strategies? Are your HDB upgraders that are all surrounding you, and don't forget that Queenstown is home of the $1 million HDB types. 5-room flat crossing 1.7 million, 4-room flat easily transacting above $1 million average. So the 4-bedroom types, with the rarity of this size and bedroom layout types, this guarantees you that it's going to be very attractive for all these HDB upgraders who have the family requirements for the comfort and space that they are looking for. So healthy competition from all the nearby projects. The next younger project will be the Sterling Residences, where it's sort of a mega project crossing 1,000 units in that alone, and other projects such as Queen's, the Queen's Peak, or Commonwealth Towers, which all have similar attributes where we are all close to Queenstown MRT itself. And this number of projects with the units transacting gives very healthy competition. Next, let's look at the development itself and any transformation in future. So Penrith is the newest project in Queenstown area, and this is the first launch in the last 7 years, and it is the first harmonized project in Queenstown. So second advantage for Penrith itself is the connectivity to all the major business districts. So directly on the east-west lines, 4-5 stops to CBD at Tanjong Pagar or Raffles Place. Going the opposite way, changing at Buona Vista will get you to the Circle Line that connects you to the One North Business District. Or if you are driving, just a straight road down Alexandra Road gets you to the Maple Tree Business area. So Queenstown and Commonwealth area does have number of empty land parcels that government have not announced for sale yet, but these do not get the same kind of connectivity or amenities that Penrith is getting. So last, looking at the financials in terms of suitability and safety in numbers. So one advantage for Penrith is it being a brand new project, you do get to enjoy the perks of a progressive payment schedule where your loan is going to be paid out in tranches and you don't have to start paying the full loan installment repayment right from the start date itself. So what are the next steps? Is to speak to your bankers for your mortgage loan assessment to know what is your qualifying loan quantum and what can this comfortably get you if you're comparing between all the 3-bedroom types. So then again, with your loan assessment done, you can then look at your financials and plan out a safety net moving forward buying into Penrith. I'm Ronald, your property partner. So if you'd like to find out more about Penrith and if it suits your needs, do contact me today.